Is this the end of the Islamic Republic in Iran? 47 years since it came to power, toppling the Shah regime, the Islamic Republic is facing one of its worst crises. Widespread demonstrations sparked by Iran's ailing economy are gaining strength, and speculations are rife that the protests, which now spread to Iran's rural provinces, could finally lead to the collapse of the regime. On Thursday, 5 days since the protests began, security forces shot at protesters, killing 7 people. In the clerical stronghold of Om, agitators called for the downfall of the theocracy. Demonstrations were reported across dozens of locations, from Tehran and Isfahan to Lorestan, Hamadan, and Fars, with protesters chanting slogans directly targeting Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei. For the first time in the past 5 decades, pro-monarchy slogans have come to dominate the chants. Many who took part in demonstrations in Bandar Abbas chanted death to the entire system and live long the Shah, while pro-monarchy graffiti and slogans appeared in Isfahan, Sistan, and Baluchistan. Spectators at a football match in Isfahan were also filmed chanting, "Reza Shah, may your soul rest in peace." There are also slogans against the regime's regional strategy with cries of "No to Gaza, no to Lebanon, I'll sacrifice my life for Iran." This indicates that the Iranian public no longer separates their economic destitution from the state's ideological foreign policy. This proves that Iranians are convinced that the country's leadership is both incompetent and illegitimate. Amid the unrest, many in Israel have also expressed concern that the Iranian regime would seize the opportunity to attack Israel as a means to divert attention from the domestic chaos. These fears were compounded by banners that cropped up across Tehran, threatening further attacks against Israel and a US base in Qatar. State media have published images showing maps and locations of strikes carried out during the recent 12-day war. The phrase "it will happen again" appears above images of sites targeted during the June war, including Israel's Nevatim air base and the Haifa refinery and power plant, as well as Qatar's Al Udeid air base, which hosts American troops and was targeted in June. The security establishment in Israel is currently monitoring the events with great vigilance. It is aware that Iran is in a degraded situation, recovering from the collapse of the war and weakening of its proxy groups, including Hezbollah and Hamas. Israel believes the acute water crisis gripping the country has taken people to the streets, much like the Islamic Revolution in the 1978-79. Most of the middle class, which is mainly secular in Iran, was then pushed to the wall due to the economic burden. This caused the middle class to join the religious movement and carry out the coup, which indeed became a religious revolution. But at its core, it was a socio-economic revolution. The Iranian government knows this well. They also know that no military or police force can stop a flood of hungry and thirsty citizens. This prompts fears that Iran could launch a preemptive attack on Israel. Reports have appeared in Hebrew local media that though the economic situation in Iran won't allow it to wage another campaign, the country may make a decisive move precisely when it is back against the wall and when it seemingly has nothing to lose. As for Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, he has asserted his earlier stance about regime change. The head of the Jewish state has said that the people of the Iran must be the ones to decide it. He said Iranians should fight to secure their rights and future, adding that any real change in the country must come from within. For more updates on the Middle East, please check out the microsite on the Week's website.